planned a trip to the sea for my girlfriend's birthday, and she traded me for her friends. So I decided to cancel everything when they arrived and leave them with nothing. She posted a photo of the beach house before we even got there. Tagged all her friends. Wrote our girl's birthday weekend. I was the one who booked it. I was the one who paid. I was the one driving the car. And apparently, I wasn't part of our. This happened 2 years ago. I didn't talk about it then. Honestly, I didn't want to deal with the messages, or the advice, or people trying to play therapist. But I've been seeing more of these stories floating around lately, and I figured sure. Let me drop mine. So here's what went down. We planned a trip for her birthday. Just the two of us. She always said she missed the sea, said it felt like home. She grew up on the coast before moving to the city. Said she missed hearing water at night. Said she missed being away from people. That she never had a birthday that didn't get hijacked by someone else. I believed her. Booked a place early. Secluded rental, ocean view, rooftop patio, direct access to the beach. 2 guests only. Strict check-in and check-out times. Not cheap, but I covered everything. The rental, the drive, the food, the dinner reservation, even some dumb custom cupcakes I had made with the nickname I used to call her. I wasn't trying to flex. I just wanted it to be solid. Quiet. No drama. Something good. She acted into it the whole time. Said she couldn't wait. Kept telling me she wanted a peaceful weekend. I didn't see any problem coming until about a week out. She started acting different. Answering slower. Always on her phone. Didn't bring up the trip at all unless I did. At that point, I figured maybe something was off between us, but I didn't want to guess. I was giving her space. 3 nights before the trip, I heard her on speakerphone while I was grabbing clothes out of the dryer. She was in the bathroom. Didn't realize her call was that loud. Her voice. If you guys weren't coming, I'd be stuck doing couple stuff with him all weekend. Then laughing. Then her friend laughing. Nothing after that. No apology. No explanation. Just kept talking. I didn't say anything. Just folded clothes, packed my own bag, acted like I didn't hear it. She came out a few minutes later like nothing happened. Smiled. Talked about sunscreen. I already knew what I was gonna do. They weren't supposed to come. That was never the plan. I even showed her the rules when I booked it. Only 2 guests. She said that was fine. She said that's what she wanted. But somewhere between the booking and the drive, she invited half her friend group. Didn't even tell me until the day we were leaving. Said it like it was some cute surprise. They made it work. This is gonna be so fun. She was texting them in the car. Talking about outfits. Talking about what to drink. Didn't even notice I wasn't responding anymore. We get there. Place is perfect. She runs in with her phone up, filming everything, already talking about which picture she'll post. Didn't help unload anything. Didn't say thanks. Just ran straight to the bedroom to claim it before the girls show up. Not before I even get a chance to react, she posts it. The photo of the house. The caption. Our girl's birthday weekend. I wasn't tagged. I wasn't mentioned. Not a single trace of me anywhere. That's when I decided to go through with it. She left with her friends that night. Some bar nearby. They were already dressed up before the sun even went down. I stayed behind. Said I had a headache. She didn't care. When the house was quiet again, I opened my phone and canceled everything. Dinner? Gone. No refund, didn't matter. Cupcakes? Redirected to my friend's work address. Boat rental for the weekend. Refunded. Extras I prepaid for the host? Cut. I changed the checkout to the next morning. Texted the host, told her we were leaving early. Told her to reset the lock code after we left. I waited. That night they were out drinking. Posting stories. Tagging the house. Acting like they owned it. At 11:42 p.m., I changed the lock code remotely. House was still in my name. Reservation still active under my account. She didn't know that part could be controlled from my phone. They came back around midnight. I wasn't there. She called me 17 times. I didn't answer. They came back from the bar yelling and laughing. I saw it all from my car, parked a block away. No one was sober. They stumbled out of 2 rideshares. One of them dropped her phone in the gravel, and they spent 5 minutes using another one as a flashlight to find it. They weren't quiet about anything. I watched them try the front door. First her. Then her friend with the pink hair. Then 2 more. The keypad didn't budge. I'd already changed the code hours earlier. She checked her phone. Nothing from me. She tried calling. The screen lit up with her name, over and over. I turned the phone face down and waited. They stayed on the porch for almost 20 minutes. Arguing, trying to remember if someone maybe locked it wrong. One girl pulled out a vape and sat on the cooler they brought. Another one started crying because her shoes hurt. None of them had the host's number. None of them had the reservation confirmation. I made sure of that. Then came the part one didn't expect. She left them. Told them to figure it out, and walked down the road alone. Called me 2 more times. Didn't pick up. Then she texted, "Can you just let me in so we can talk?" I didn't reply. I watched her from a distance while she sat on the curb. 10 minutes. Then 15. Then she stood up, called someone else, and got picked up by a car I didn't recognize. Back at the house, her friends finally realized I wasn't coming back. One tried to climb the balcony. Failed. One of them screamed into the night and broke the plastic flamingo in the front yard. Classy. Then they left, all of them 2 at a time. By 2 a.m. the house was empty again. The next morning I drove back to the property, let myself in, took what was mine, my bags, my charger, the snacks I brought, even the half-full bottle of water I'd left on the nightstand. I checked every room. Nothing was broken, but it smelled like cheap perfume and spilled liquor. The host messaged me later that day and asked what happened. Said the neighbors had reported loud guests. I told her it wasn't what we planned and apologized. She didn't press. I still got a partial refund for cutting the stay short. I didn't hear from her for 2 days. Total silence. Then a message that just said, "You embarrassed me in front of everyone. You could have handled it differently." Not sorry. Not I messed up. Just blame. She went on social media that same day. Posted a selfie. Caption: "People will switch up when they can't control you." Comments full of fake support. "You deserve better. Glad you're okay, Queen." Not one of those people had paid a dime for that house. Not one of them had booked it, planned it, cleaned it, or paid for a single thing. I didn't say anything publicly. Didn't comment. Didn't post. She blocked me 3 days later. What she didn't know is that the cupcakes she never got delivered. The ones I redirected? My friend took a video of them being passed around at his office party. Nobody knew the story. They were just eating cupcakes with her name written in cursive. Felt like the only part of the whole weekend that ended up where it belonged. Somewhere random. Shared with people who actually laughed and moved on. A week after that, her mom called me. That was the twist I wasn't ready for. Her mom? I hadn't even saved the number. She called to talk, which meant to ask if there was still a chance we could work things out. She told me her daughter was heartbroken. Said she was shocked I'd do something so petty. I told her it wasn't petty, it was overdue. Then I hung up. She texted once after that. Her again. No apology, just this. Hope you got whatever you needed out of this. I never answered. 2 weeks after everything went down, I figured that was the end. I'd blocked her on everything that mattered. Ignored the weak texts. Cut it off without the drama she clearly wanted. I was back to my regular routine, just working, laying low, pretending none of it got to me. Thought the whole thing would fade out quietly. Then I got a call from my boss. He asked why some girl claiming to be my fiancée had just shown up at the office. I didn't even respond. Just walked straight to the parking garage and drove there. She was already gone when I arrived, but not before making a scene. She told the receptionist she needed to warn my coworkers about who I really was. Said I abandoned her on her birthday, left her stranded, made her fear for her safety. Claimed I had violent tendencies. Tried to make it sound like I was unstable, untrustworthy, maybe even dangerous. None of it was true, but it left a stain. People looked at me differently that week. Not sure what she said in full, but it was enough to get HR to check in with me. That wasn't even the crazy part. The crazy part was the GoFundMe. Her best friend, same girl who laughed on the phone when she called me a backup plan, posted a link titled, "Help our girl rebuild after an abusive relationship." I clicked it, sat there staring at my screen. They were raising money so she could heal by taking time off work, move into a safe space, and recover emotionally from betrayal and control. They used a picture of her sitting on the porch of my beach rental. Same outfit, same pose, same place I booked with my money. They edited me out of the background. She told people I kicked her out in the middle of the night. That I stranded her hours away from home without warning. That I screamed at her, took her things, and left her crying on the sidewalk with no shoes on. There was even a screenshot, cropped, of course, of me canceling the dinner reservation. She called it proof of sabotage. I didn't post a rebuttal. I just forwarded everything to a lawyer I knew through my cousin. I didn't want revenge. I wanted distance. But if she wanted to play with fire, I could make it for her. I found out she was still using the beach trip to sell herself to influencers and small brands. She posted memories from the trip, claimed she had planned the whole thing for her birthday brand collab, that she had organized every detail, and just ran into complications with a bitter ex. She called herself a content creator. She never created anything. Just showed up, drank whatever was there, and filmed from good angles. The worst part? People were buying it. Comments, shares, even a local swimwear brand reposted her photo. Gave her a discount code. So I sent one message. To the brand. I emailed them, attached receipts. Airbnb confirmation. Payment screenshots. The real captions. The GoFundMe link. A copy of the rental rules that said no more than 2 guests. I didn't even write a full paragraph. Just, "This is who you're promoting." They dropped her 2 hours later. She went private after that. Deleted the fundraiser. Claimed she was being harassed by a stalker. Said she needed a break from toxic people who hate seeing a woman win. Everything got better after this till the last month. Out of nowhere, same number, same name, she texted, "Hey, I know this is random, but do you still have the name of that beach rental? I want to take someone there." What was next? Comment for part 2.